So the question is my drinking water from a public water system safe to drink? So your tap water probably comes from a public water system if you live within city limits and you or your landlord pay a water bill. So to find the name of your public water system, you can look on the bill or you may need to ask the landowner or landlord. Public water systems are legally required to test water for contaminants and to treat that drinking water to meet what's called an MCL standard or maximum contaminant level. Public water systems are also required to notify their users and ratepayers of MCL exceedances. These notices are mailed to the homeowner, but if you rent and you aren't the person paying for this bill, that notice may go to the landlord. Public water systems also are required to publish what's called a consumer confidence report. This is published annually. To find this, you can search online for the name of your public water system and the words Consumer Confidence Report. So we're now on slide 21 to discuss a little bit more about maximum contaminant levels, or we call them MCLs. So a drinking water MCL is set to protect human health. And these levels are set by both state and federal government. MCLs are set at a different level or amount for each potential contaminant. And that's expressed as a concentration of the contaminant, usually described in numbers of milligrams per liter. As in the case of nitrate, the drinking water standard, or the MCL, is 10 milligrams per liter of water. How to read your consumer confidence report. There's an illustration here. Some are organized a little differently, but I wanted to talk through the different components. So there's the type or the chemical name. So the illustration here is nitrate. There's also the year for which it was tested. The concentration unit, sometimes referred to as parts per million. There's also the maximum contaminant level, which is that MCL of 10. There's a public health goal, which may be different than an MCL, but in this case, it remains the same. Your consumer confidence report should also indicate to you if the drinking water system is in compliance. So in this example, the answer is yes. There's also some information about the general data collected. So there's usually a range from the smallest to the largest amount of the chemical measured in that exact year. This does not necessarily indicate if your water is safe to drink. There's also an average, and this is the average concentration measured in that time period. This also does not tell you precisely if your water is safe to drink. So the safe drinking water level for nitrate, as I mentioned, is less than 10 milligrams per liter. Some local wells and public water systems do have nitrate concentrations above 10 milligrams per liter. Water that is over 10 milligrams per liter and nitrate should not be used for drinking, making formula, or for cooking. Water high in nitrate can be safely used to bathe, clean, do laundry, wash dishes, and to also grow crops. So, possible health impacts of nitrate. Nitrate can interfere with your body's ability to carry oxygen in your blood and can cause nitrate poisoning called methylmoglobioma, which is really hard to say, so it's commonly referred to as blue baby syndrome. And symptoms can develop really quickly, especially in infants, and may include shortness of breath and blueness of the skin or lips. And if it's left untreated, it may be fatal. More possible health impacts of nitrate. So if you see these symptoms, medical attention should be sought immediately. And as mentioned, infants, especially under 6 months old, and pregnant women are the most at risk. Now on slide 27. So we talked about consumer confidence reports for public water systems. So once you look at your consumer confidence report or you get a notice from your public water system that your drinking water is high in nitrate, what should you do? Do not drink or cook with your water. That is unsafe. Do not use water to make baby formula. Also unsafe. Do not boil your water because boiling does not remove nitrates. And do not use a store-bought counter pitcher. Those filters do not remove nitrates. Again, you can safely bathe, do laundry, wash your hands, clean, wash dishes with water in your home that may be high in nitrate. So this map illustrates all of the small water systems, and that's defined as 5 to 15 connections or households within the Kauai Water Foundation service area. So these are smaller communities, and they're illustrated here with a purple dot. I would like to make this font a little bit larger, but they include places like Elbow Creek School, Buena Vista School, Preet Market, Joaquina Elementary School, a couple of other schools. Additionally, a learning center called Eleanor Roosevelt. And then some offices or packing house buildings or locations may also be considered a small system because they provide water to more than 25 people. I'm now on slide 29. This map illustrates small water systems with nitrate exceedances served at the tap within the Kauai Water Foundation. And in this map, all of the other purple dots went away except for Joaquina Elementary School, where drinking water does not meet the drinking water, where water served there does not meet the drinking water standard. This illustrates all of the public water systems, and so those are any system with 15 connections or households or greater within the Kauai Water Foundation. And so we've tried to capture these by color. So you can see those in green and yellow are larger and include Visalia, Tulare, Farmersville, Exeter, Lindsay, and a few more. Those that are between 50 and less than 100 connections, they're a little smaller to see, but those are illustrated in purple and in blue. That includes Okieville, Soltz Track, Track 92, West Hills Track, Tonyville, Tuleville, and a few others. This map illustrates both public water systems, large and small, within the Kauai Water Foundation service area, which currently serve water that does not meet the nitrate drinking water standard. And so using the best available data, we have defined Lemon Cove and Joaquina as currently not meeting the drinking water standard for nitrate within our service area.